Welcome to the Humboldt Network of Family Resource Centers Google Apps system. If you're watching this video, it's because you are a new user in our Google Apps system. As a new user, what you'll first get are 2 emails sent to your personal email account, which will instruct you on how to access your new Google Apps email through Humboldt Network of Family Resource Centers. So what I'll do first is I'll navigate to my personal email. Now, here I have in my inbox 2 emails. One of them is called welcome to hnfrc.org. This email will be sent to me from an address like apps-noreply@google.com. This email is sent to me when my manager creates a new email account for me through our Google Apps system. My second email is hnfrc-new user welcome packet. This is a pre-made email that your manager will send you directly. So if you haven't received this email yet, ask your manager to please forward it to you. To begin, let's look at the email called welcome to hnfrc.org. Now it addresses me. My name in this case is Firsty Lasty. Tells me I have a new account at hnfrc.org and lets me know my username and my password for my first login. Here it gives me a link to do my first login, so I'll click that link. As you can see, my username will be my first name, followed by my last name, @hnfrc.org. I'll click Next. Now it'll ask for a password. I'll go back to my email. I will highlight and copy the password from my original email, and then I'll log into my account for the first time. I'll get a welcome page. I'll read it and I'll accept. And then it will prompt me to create a new password. Once I've set my own password, I'll be loaded into the basic welcome page for all of the Google apps. The first one I want to go to is Gmail. That's my mail inbox. So I'll go there. Now this is the email account portion of my Google Apps system. And from here, I'll be able to access all the other areas, apps, and files that I need to access. So that wraps up the first email, welcome to hnfrc.org. Now let's go to the welcome packet. The welcome packet will give us instructions. We already logged in, so we're good with that. It'll have this video on it in case you want to find the video later. And then here are some more instructions for us. The first one being that we need to add ourselves to Humboldt Network of Family Resource Centers Member Resource Library. Well, now that we're logged into our account, we'll just click this link. And this page will pop up. This is the Member Resource Library. What we want to do is go into the top right-hand corner and click this blue button that says Add to Drive. And then now we'll click that button again that says Open in Drive. This has just sent us to drive.google.com, which is our folder sharing and file sharing system that you'll have through our Google Apps system. On the left-hand side, you'll see a tab called My Drive. I'll click on that tab. And here you can see that I've added the hnfrc Member Resource Library. I'm going to go over here and click on a list view, which is a little easier to look at. So let me go back to my welcome packet and see what else I need to do. In addition to adding the Member Resource Library, I also need to add my own personal member sites member folder into my drive. So I'll go ahead and click that link too. Here's my volunteer group folder. That's the organization that I'm with. So I'll go ahead and say Open in Drive. Great. Now for your site, you may see a new folder pop up, such as 211 Humboldt member folder or Blue Lake Community Resource Center member folder. That's just fine. For me, my volunteer folder is already inside here. Either way works great, as long as you add both folders. Let me go back and take another look at what I need to do. After I've added those 2 folders, I can check out additional workshops on a public calendar for the Humboldt Network of Family Resource Centers. So I'll click this calendar link. And now I can look at various workshops and trainings that the network is running. If I go into the week view up here on the right-hand side, I can see that on Friday, May 20th, the network will be hosting tech workshops all day long. And I can learn about Google account access like this, Mail, Contacts, and Calendar 101, Google Drive, Sheets and Forms 101. I can learn how to build a website in the afternoon, and we'll have an open workshop in the evening. I can go back to my month view, and I'll notice that there are 3 to 4 different times that we'll have all-day tech workshops in the next month. From here, I can decide if I'd like to attend any of these events. I highly encourage you to attend tech workshops. It'll help you with the rollout process. So I'm going to go back to my welcome packet. Now there's also a link here that says check out additional video tutorials. I can click on that link, and that will go to Hnfrc's YouTube channel, where I can find other tutorials about how to access Google Mail, how to leverage Google Contacts, and others. So that's a great resource for me to refer back to at a later point in time. That's it for the welcome packet. There's a couple questions that you can navigate off the bat, and you can go to a link. It is groups.google.com. And you'll get to do something called browse all groups. Oh, well, in this case, first we'll click on my groups. We'll swap to hnfrc.org organization view. And then from here, we can go back to our home tab on the left-hand side and browse all groups. And I can now see all the different groups that are present at the Humboldt Network of Family Resource Centers. A lot of these are email blasts, collaborative groups, you name it. So for example, potentially I want to join the differential response collaborative group. I can click on that group and I can say join group. And here I am. Now I can go back to my groups on this tab on the left, and you can see that I'm in the DR collaborative group as well as my original group volunteers. Now this volunteers group is one that my manager would have to set up for me in advance and add me to. If they haven't already done that, then I won't be able to access the folder for my site-specific folder. So I'll have to request access to that. The best way to go about that is to ask your manager to add you into the group and then resend you the link to the folder. That wraps it up for our initial account access. If you have any questions, get in contact with an Hnfrc administrator and we'll be happy to help you. Thank you.